Have you ever wanted to go to Las Vegas, gamble your life savings away, and find yourself overdosing on a bathtub? Oh wait, you can because you're a European child with no money? Oh boy, do I have the solution for you. Introducing online gambling for kids. You see, normal casinos are whack and boring. They require silly things like age verification, gambling licenses, and fiat money. With the new TF2 gambling technology, now anyone can lose the last $20. Their shirt, or even their house. Whoa. All you need to do is go to .com and you too can win big. Now, originally this video was supposed to be something like there's gambling websites in TF2 and that's bad, woohoo! But as I was doing more research and digging into it, it got up super fast. I'm talking YouTubers lying and scamming their fans, child gambling, faking odds, illegal practices, and it gets worse and worse. Now, if anyone isn't aware, TF2 is a video game where you shoot people and you have cosmetics, you have hats cost money, blah blah blah. There's an economy in the game and you can gamble, alright? Pretty easy to comprehend. And video game gambling isn't anything new. Video game gambling controversy isn't anything new either. Do you remember all those CSGO gambling controversies? So just like CSGO, TF2 is owned by Valve, so I decided to look into TF2 gambling controversies. There isn't none. The only video I could find was this video, which to summarize it basically just says, oh, gambling websites are bad, but also crate unboxing is gambling. YouTubers promote gambling, but get the bag. Ding. That's the whole opinion. It's a useless fucking video. It's just like the McDonald's of opinions of a video. And he was nice to these people, but I'm not nice. I'm here to make some enemies and tear these fucking scummy websites a new asshole. So if you're ready, let's get into it. Now, in pretty much any country, you would need to be above the age of 18 to gamble. It makes sense, right? There are many reasons for this. Kids' brains aren't developed yet, alright? If you're a kid watching this, you're fucking stupid. And I know you're gonna disagree with me, but I don't give a shit about your opinion, bro. You're like 13. Also, there's like a study been done, and apparently if you start gambling before the age of 18, you're 2 to 4 times more likely to develop a gambling addiction. So, you know, it makes sense to not let kids gamble, plus kids don't have their own money as well. So to prevent this, licensed and legal casinos and online casinos have a policy called KYC, which means know your customer. You need to give them your ID, potentially your address and stuff like that to be able to gamble. That's how legal gambling works. When it comes to video game gambling, the rules are a bit different. In fact, they're thrown out the window. The CSGO websites I talked about previously at least put a checkbox that you can tick to confirm that you're over 18. Like this website, csgo.net. Now, if you're 12, can you tick that box? Yeah. But at least it pretends to care. Now, when it comes to these TF2 websites, which the main two websites I'm going to talk about is going to be tf2easy.com and tf2hunt.com, don't even require an age verification. All you need to do is log in with your Steam account. All it took me to start gambling was literally just one click, which is f***ed up. Because for them, it doesn't matter if you're a fetus or a grandpa on his deathbed, you can f***ing throw all your money away. And I made a community post on my YouTube asking if any people have ever gambled before. And guess what? I got a response from this user on Discord, which I'm gonna blur his name just in case. And he told me that he started gambling at the age of 12. 12, okay? I want to say this again. He started gambling at the age of 12. Now that's fucked up, man. And guess where? Guess who? I'm gonna give out names as well. Guess who he found out these websites from? We found out these websites from YouTubers, and specifically this old YouTuber called Nisselt or Sin. Now, this Sin dude was an original OG TF2 YouTuber. He's been in the game for longer than 10 years, man. He used to make like funny TF2 compilations and all that stuff. And I was in his videos like 3-4 times.
Incoming!
Amazing!
So he was like a cool dude, man, and you can see his like views kind of dried up over time, and he completely stopped uploading to his channel.
TF2 Hunt. Try your luck on jackpot. Or join coin flips with the lowest commissions. Get a chance of winning free money daily by participating in our giveaways. TF2hunt.com. No, sir.
You want to know why? Because now he has a new channel where he specifically promotes gambling to a young audience. Not specifically young, he also promotes it to older audiences, but he promotes it to everyone basically. Sin, honestly bro, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you getting 12-year-olds to start gambling, bro? And I'm not saying this hypothetically. You literally, I have proof, got a 12-year-old to fucking gamble. Like, why? What are you doing, bro? Are you proud of yourself? Is this how much you don't give a fuck about your audience, that you're okay with them losing money? And the video I showed you previously makes this argument, and people make this argument. Oh, get the bag, bro. Oh, he's just chasing the bag. Oh, promoting gambling is okay because he gets paid. Like, what? What the fuck? What happened to people having character? What happened to integrity? What happened to demanding more from the creators that we watch and give money to? Bro, if you're watching this video right now, you're literally like giving me brownie points as a creator, and you're carrying me to a higher level as a YouTuber. So I would fucking never want you to lose money. And I think it's time to demand more from our creators and you stop fucking being okay with them scamming our fans. Like, come on, bro. What the fuck are you doing? I'd rather starve but be able to go to sleep at night knowing that I've done the right thing than, you know, sell out and be able to eat the most expensive steak but be a fucking shit person. And Sin, what have you done is you've inadvertently given hundreds if not thousands of kids gambling addictions. So fuck you for that, but it gets even worse. Sin, Nisselt, this YouTuber, alright, openly lies to people who trust him, okay? He lies straight through his teeth. Oh, because, I'm gonna get some money. Oh, wait, my shekels. He's fucking lying for shekels. We talked about Sin Steak's channel. And apparently, on his channel, he has won the golden frying pan by gambling 6 times within the last 3 months. Really, dude? Really, dude? So, you won an item worth $7,000 6 times within the last 2 months. You know how much that amounts to? $42,000. So this dude has made $42,000 with gambling within the last 3 months. That's like more than a lot of people's yearly salaries right now. Now I know some people are gonna call me broke, but not everyone has a fucking good job, okay? I edit fucking videos for a living. Cut me some slack. Anyway, I dig deeper into this because I was curious. Unfortunately for us, there is a website where you can check people's inventories, how much they are worth, called backpack.tf. Now, backpack.tf is also run by pedophiles, but that's for another video. So to find Sin's Steam account, I googled the Steam group and found the Steam account. If he had truly won the golden pants 6 times like he claims on his YouTube channel, I'm going to assume that his backpack is going to go up by $7,000 6 times within the last 3 months. It makes sense. He wins the golden frying pan 6 times within the last 3 months. So on this backpack.tf, we need to see an increase of $7,000 6 times. Makes sense. And just to prove it further, as you can see, he gambles in the video, and by the end of the video, he receives the item from a bot. Keep in mind the bot's name, it's called Bot X. Okay, cool. So he definitely gets the items with trade.
It actually happens, another golden pan added straight to my inventory. This is exactly why Sin Steaks exists. Taking crazy risks, trusting the moment, and turning spare coins into something legendary. Some days it doesn't hit, but days like this remind you why you keep going, because when it does connect, it's unreal. If you believed even for a second, drop a like, subscribe to Sin Steaks, and remember, sometimes all it takes is one click to change everything.
Affirmative!
Now, if you look at the last 3 months, he only had a $7,000 bump twice. And if we just sort it of all time, he got a 7,000 bump only 3 times, meaning he only won, right, in quotes, won or obtained a golden frying pan 3 times. If we just kind of zoom in on the timeline, he's getting rid of the pan a bit quite fast, isn't he? I mean, the last time he got the golden frying pan, he traded it out of his inventory in just 4 days. You have the most expensive item in the game. Wouldn't you want to enjoy it maybe? Keep it in your inventory? But no, the dude doesn't even keep it in his inventory. What's going on? Now, another feature of backpack.tf is that you can track history of items and who it got traded to. So I decided decided to do exactly that. So let's check it, shall we? And it looks like after Sin, the item just disappeared. Did he just delete it, or did he trade it into a private backpack on Steam? Now, if you don't know, if you trade an item into a private inventory on Steam, these websites cannot track it. And if we just look at who the item got traded to him by, it doesn't look like Bot X. It looks like an account that got banned on trading websites that was trying to sell a golden frying pan. That's a bit shady. So it could potentially mean that this bot has a private inventory. And I'm just going to confirm that it is that frying pan a bit more. He obtained the item on February 2nd, 2026, and he uploaded this video on February 3. So it'd be fair to assume that that's the golden frying pan that he got. And on the video, it shows that it is gifted to him by Ellie Volps. And yep, on Backpack TF, gifted to him by Ellie Volps. Cool. But it's shown that he got the item from Bot X, a trading bot. And I believe that if I logged on to TF2 Easy website and tried to deposit or withdraw some items, I could reach the bot and check out the bot's inventory to see what's going on. So I did exactly that. I decided to sign into one of the gambling websites, TF2 Easy, using Sin's website called Sin Stakes, where it literally has leaderboards, literally like you win by losing money on gambling, which is congratulations, dude, you fucking suck. Anyway, I used the promo code, I signed up to the website, and I decided to deposit some items. And there we go. I got a trade offer from the Steam profile, the exact bot that Steam used, called Big X. As you can see, that's the account. But something suspicious was going on. When I checked this account, it didn't have anything in it. It just had a worthless inventory full of nothing, and it just had some scraps, which is like the least worthy item in TF2. So at this point I was confused, and I decided to check the bot's inventory history on backpack.tf. Surprisingly, the most the account was worth was like $390 a long time ago, and it was just unusual. So it just means that either this bot isn't being used, or they have different bots with the same name, and I don't even know what's going on. This just all looks shady. Is it even the same bot that Sin was using? It's all confusing, and I don't know where I'm going with this, but it just is all a bit shady. But what we can with certainty conclude is that Sin did not win the golden frying pan 6 times within the last 3 months, as he would have you believe on his YouTube, as his inventory has only went up 2 times within the last 3 months, which makes him a fucking liar, a disingenuous, lying fucking sack of shit who'd rather scam his fans than have his dignity. So you know what, Sin? Yes, you have the money, you have the gambling sponsorship, woohoo, but now everyone fucking hates you and your reputation is fucked. Your fucking career's over, bro. Who's gonna fucking like you after this? Good job. Wow, you fucking earned some money. Hopefully it's enough to retire on, because you're fucked now. And this thing isn't a speculation. Now, I could also go into how these sponsored people get extra luck for them to win, or I could argue that he uses the money that the website gave him to gamble anyway, right? So he's not even risking any money. But we don't even need to do that. The proof is right there that he lied. And he fucking gets the item and probably trades it back to the website anyway. Guys, come on. It's time we put an end to this and just demand more from content creators. And whenever someone does this, a sponsorship, it's not like, oh, they're getting the bag. Like, what happened to dignity? Morals? What happened to that? This fucking scumbag is getting kids addicted to gambling and lying to them about the results that they can get.
I've got $5,000 loaded up. We'll be pushing it all the way for the legendary golden frying pan. That's right, baby.
No, you can't turn $2,000 into $7,500. That does not fucking happen. It's an oddity. It's a rarity. Statistically, you're fucking gonna lose it all. And even if you win some, as long as you keep playing, that 2,000 is gonna get the fucking 0. It's literally impossible to win with gambling. And even if you win once or twice, if you keep going, you're gonna lose it all. Right? It's unacceptable. And getting kids, 12-year-olds, to start gambling is morally unacceptable. You know what else is unacceptable plus illegal? Hosting a gambling website without having a gambling license. Now, if you look at both TF2 Hunt and TF2 Easy, they do not have a gambling license that is legally required in the UK, USA, European law, and pretty much every country on earth. If you run an online gambling website, you are required by law to put your gambling license, your company's full name, your address, your license number, on the website. Again, I'll like link the resources here, or I'll put some pictures here, just so you know I'm not like talking out of my ass. I did do some research for this video. Like, if you go to his websites, none of these websites display any license or any info, right? The most I could find was an FAQ on TF2 Hunt, and it just like is questions about the website. Like, there's no license display either. Now, my guess here is that they are illegally running a gambling website. Or another thing, what these websites do is, because they let you trade item skins and they also sometimes give away stuff, they legally kind of find a loophole and pass the sweepstakes website. So maybe technically these websites aren't gambling, but still, bro, we all know it's a gambling website and you're running this illegally. And these websites have been up for more than 7 years. I think TF2 Hunt has been around definitely for more than 6 years. So these websites have been operating illegally for longer than 6-7 years. Oh, got you there. Now, as I said, you could argue some of the websites do this sweepstakes thing, but you can use your credit card to put on money to these websites, which means it is gambling. Now, seeing this, I decide to check exactly if they are obeying the law, right? So I decide to use this website called whois.com, which basically gives you information about the domain and where it is located. And while TF2 Easy's domain was hidden, I could find some information on the website called TF2Hunt.com. And we could see that TF2 Hunt's domain was based in St. Kitts, which is a Caribbean island which was owned by the British until 1980s. Then it got liberated and whatnot. So this just means that TF2 Hunt is a gambling website run from a random Caribbean country, which is exactly what most of these gambling websites do to avoid heavy regulations, pay less tax, and make it harder for you to sue them, right? If they scam you, what are you gonna fucking do? Sue someone? Sue a company located in St. Kitts? How the are you gonna do that? You got fucking lawyers for that? You gotta sue them over like 2K? You can't fucking do that, can you? And seriously, look, you pay 0% tax on foreign source income if your company is based in St. Kitts. And this is exactly what a lot of people do that they're running online gambling websites. They make these offshore gambling websites in these Caribbean islands to surpass regulations and whatnot. But this website isn't even doing that, because as I checked, in St. Kitts, you would also need a gambling license and to display that gambling license openly on your website. And a gambling website in St. Kitts costs you 80 grand, $80,000 up front, and then you have to pay him 40 grand every year. You also gotta put the full legal name, company registration number, registered address, official seal and logo of the Nevis Online Gambling Ordinance, your license number, and responsible gaming info. And these websites have none of that. So even if they're running this abroad, under St. Kitts law, they're still breaking it. They're like legally required to display this information and they are not displaying it. TF2 Hunt follows 0 of these legal laws. So both TF2 Hunt and TF2 Easy is operating illegally. They've been operating illegally for 6 to 7 years. That's nice, you know? And guess what? It gets even worse. Not only are these websites illegal, they are also vastly skewed to the house's favor. You're better off gambling on another gambling website than these TF2 gambling websites, because your chance of winning on these other websites are much higher than these shitty TF2 fucking gambling websites. Let me explain this concept called the house edge. House edge basically means how much money the house, the owners, make per the $100 you spend on average. For example, a casino game like roulette has 5% edge, meaning that for every $100 you place, the casino will make around $100. I'll put on screen some other statistics as well. Games like blackjack or casino card games have an edge of 0.5 or 1.5 as explained on Stakes website. This is another gambling website. This is like the most popular one. They sponsored Drake and whatnot, right? Okay, 0.5, 1.5, 5%. Okay, yeah, that's still a lot. You're losing money, but okay, fair enough. How much house edge do you think these TF2 gambling websites have? I had this exact question. I was curious, so I decided to join the Discord server of TF2's in TF2 Hunt and asked this exact question. And I kind of went undercover. I was like, hi, I'm looking to start, but I was just curious what the house edge was on the games. I want to play the game with the most winning potential. It's probably like 8 to 12% on average. Upgrader has a 15% house edge. At least some cases have 10 to 11% house edge. Game modes with tax, coin flip, jackpot, champion have a 10% edge. What? what? 10%? 15%? Bro, that is you're literally getting raped up the ass. What the fuck? So guys, even if everything was legit, the house edge is fucked. You'd be better off trading your TF2 items for CSGO skins and then gambling on its CSGO website. It's more than the average gambling games. 15% is incredibly high. Now, don't get me wrong, some games in casinos have up to 25% edge, but it's rare. It's only one game. Alright, I'll put some statistics here. While in these TF2 gambling websites, the average is 8 to 12%. I mean, at this point, what's the point of using these websites at all? Like, you could win more literally just gambling on anything but these TF2 websites. And it gets even worse. Because let's say you want to withdraw items. I showed you that on TF2 Easy, you could deposit stuff using credit cards, crypto, items. But let's say you try to withdraw. You only have one option when you try to withdraw items. And that's that. You can only withdraw items. You can't get money out. You can't get crypto out. You can just get TF2 items. And these items are overpriced on the website. So let's say an item is worth like 50 refs. When you withdraw, they're going to price it like, oh, it's worth 60 refs. So you're getting fucked on that. And on top of that, if you win certain games, they tax you when you try to withdraw. So let's say you won against all odds and then you won an item. Cool. If you want to withdraw it, they literally take a percentage of your earnings. How fucked up is that? Again, no websites do these unless the government requires them to tax you. But as we've discussed, these people don't pay tax, they don't obey government law, so they're just taxing you to scam you and fucking rob you of your earnings. So, if you use these websites, it's literally impossible to win. And everyone on Trustpilot seems to agree with me. Totally a scam. They buy very low from you and they sell product at insanely high over market price. Broken. TF2 Hunt took my items through bugged coin flip and double options. So in conclusion, guys, Sin is a scumbag YouTuber. TF2 Hunt and TF2 Easy are illegal, fucked up websites that scam people. Fuck you. And to anyone else, stay safe out there. I've been Flinch and I'll see you later. What's up guys, Flinch here. Almost done with editing this video. If you want to support the cause, you want to put an end to these gambling websites, put this hashtag in your Steam name, okay? Put hashtag stop TF2 gambling in your Steam name, okay? Hashtag stop TF2 gambling. Put this in your Steam name and then we can defeat the peace.